What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to Draft to Glory episode number 13. Unlucky 13, hopefully for us we can make it lucky. In a previous episode we only got to the second round and we lost to a very tough opponent. There are new legends in the draft, PELE being one of them. If we could get PELE, that would be awesome. Of course, we've got to enter with the coins. Our total record so far is 34 and 6, and we've got 300,000 coins in the bank, which is fantastic. If we could drop a thumbs up on this video, that would be absolutely awesome. As you can probably tell by the outlay of the screen, I am recording this live on stream. So if there are any pop-ups that just come up through the stream, through the video, I apologize, it's just how it is. But without further ado, guys, we're going to spend our coins. We're going to get straight back into the next draft and hopefully get a decent formation that's going to help us. I mean, the 4-1-2-1, 2-1 wide is probably going to be the best one. Now, I'm playing this after the patch. Ronaldo again. Everyone hates it when I get Ronaldo, but I've got to go for him. Well, I'm playing it after the new FIFA patch. So I don't know how it's going to be necessarily. I've only played 2 games post-patch already. We're going to go with ZARDEZ. We get a £2.69 penny donation from Bateson87 HD. You're a wanker. Also, hey, and thank you for the support. Appreciate it. If we can get PELE, that'd be sick. We get Sturridge, Higuain, Aguero, Aubameyang, and Ibrahimovic. We've got Ronaldo in the team already. I probably want to go with Sturridge to get strong links or Aubameyang. Hopefully we can pull Royce and play Ronaldo up front, or get like a Gundogan to put in at that cam spot. Jesus Christ, he's giving out right now. Now we really should have gone for Sturridge because it would have really helped. I'm going to go for Ozil. This is just going to be an absolute fuckery of a team, isn't it? It's given me some nice players so far, though. 3 big informs straight away. Do we want to go with the BBVA? Is there a Bundesliga? There's no Bundesliga. We'll go with Samuel from BBVA. Our bench is going to have to be really strong to help us through this. We'll go with Danilo there. Fortunately, we get ourselves another BBVA player. And if we could get... Oh, wow, the CDMs are shit, aren't they? Bundesliga... I'm going to have to keep going BBVA, really, aren't I? And get rid of that Aubameyang and ZARDEZ eventually. So we've got this guy and this guy. He's got decent, well-rounded card. He's got better defending but worse physical. I think I'll go with the Verza guy because the Spanish link as well will really help the right mid. But hopefully I can get some better right mids anyway. And once again, it's just bad. It's just... This might be, guys, the worst draft we've ever had. Although we've got 3 key players... although we have got 3 key players, there's nothing huge in here that really helps us. Do I want to go Mertesacker, swap with Bertrand? We've got a German link. We're going to go with Shawcross there just to play with Bertrand to give him a bit more chemistry. 4 chemistry, the minimum so far, which can be changed just with 1 player. Who have we got? We've got Spanish, English, and then Spanish and English. So I need either a Spanish, English, or a Premiership, or whatever goalkeeper, and I don't have any of them. What are we going to go with? Let's go with Adler in the Bundesliga, just in case we get ourselves a Bundesliga defender. Once again, I apologise for the noise and the people sending things through to the stream. Kind of had a feeling this might happen, but I wanted to record it live on stream, just for the banter, really. Right, I need BBVA. Do we go with Tito or do we go with Juanfran? Let's go with Juanfran and put... actually don't need to use him right now. Could just put him in the left back, but that would hamper the chem. I really need to get the attacking players, to be perfectly honest. We'll take again Arbeloa there. So I've got enough BBVA defenders now to fill out the defence, even if they won't be perfect. We're going to take Parejo as well. We're going to put Parejo in that cam spot, which isn't going to really help a lot, but it does link up a few of the guys. We take out Ozil, which is a bit of a shame because Ozil's amazing. I actually meant to take Kagawa there. That was a mistake. I was going to take Kagawa, put Kagawa in behind, and have Aubameyang on decent chem, but I fucked that up, and now we've got a useless Nainggolan that we're going to have to use for a subscriber. We get informed Neymar, informed Royce. Ooh. I might go with... I should have taken Benzema. I'm going to go with Royce. I'm going to put Aubameyang and Royce down that left-hand side, and I'm going to put Ronaldo up front. Why the hell not? He's only going to get 2 chem so far. If I can get a Real Madrid cam or a Real Madrid right mid, then we'll be able to get Ronaldo on better chem. But I've made a few mistakes in this draft, which is not good. We're going to take Carlos Vela there. Definitely a better right mid, but doesn't actually help in terms of chemistry. We'll take a look at the full chem once we get out of this. DeMarcos, another BBVA La Liga defender that we could potentially use. We get Nathaniel Klein, Azpilicueta, Van Persie. They're all useless. Azpilicueta doesn't work either. Neither does Nathaniel Klein. None of these guys really help. We'll put Korb there. Could still use Royce on the right-hand side and Ronaldo as a left wing. We have to see how this one goes. We've got Mpuku. I'm gonna take Navas just because of the pace and the space. We get Neymar again. Neymar again. This game's forcing us to take Neymar. What we're gonna have to do is this. We're gonna have to put Neymar there. We're gonna swap those two around. We're gonna put Royce out at right wing. And I know it's gonna fuck chemistry massively. We're gonna put Korb in there as well. Korb's gonna get good chem and definitely helps the chem. Royce only gets 3 chem because he's a left wing instead of a left mid where he would get 6 chem. But the team is looking pretty good. The chemistry is shocking, but the team is pretty good. We could also put Danilo and DeMarcos in. So the last place here, we've got Lavezzi, Callejon, Teo, and Jairzinho. None of them really help. I made an absolute mess of that. Draft. I don't really think I can get much better than what I've got here in terms of the team. The only thing I can do is change. Have I got a left back that suits? I haven't. I haven't even got a goalkeeper that suits. This is pretty much going to be the best we can do. I want to put him on the bench there. I saw that, EF the Dutch. I saw that. I'm not falling for it, mate. I'm not falling for it.
Oh, legend! Yes! Yes! Get in!
I know there was a BBVA keeper. I didn't choose him because he wasn't high rated enough. He wasn't good enough. So the lowest chem, we've got Royce on 3 and Ronaldo on 2, which isn't bad. Everyone else is on at least 6 chem, which is decent enough. I could put Carlos Vela at right mid. Danilo at right back, which would help Bartra as well, and just play Aubameyang on 4 chem. That's probably a bit better, isn't it? Is that kind of, do I want to go for chemistry or do I want to go for ability? Because I could put Navas even in right mid, and Navas will get 7 chem. The whole defense is solid. The CDM and cam are solid. Neymar's solid. Ronaldo's on low chem. And Aubameyang's on low chem, but other than that, everyone else is really, really strong. And then I could just sub on people to help, or I could even put this guy here at right mid and really boost everyone up. What's he got? 69 pace? No, I'd rather Navas on 7 chem here. I think this is probably the team we'll go with. We've got Shawcross, Cech, and Bertrand. Shawcross and Cech on 7 chem each, but that's not too bad. Bartra's on 10 chem, the CDM's on 10 chem, the cam and the right mid and the right back are decent. The only problem is Ronaldo and Aubameyang, and then Neymar as well. I could get Neymar onto perfect chem by putting DeMarcos in there and Danilo in at centre back. That gets Neymar on perfect chem, but then the goalkeeper's position is fucked, which means Cech would be on no chem, and I don't know if I want to do that. So it's kind of a catch-22 here. I'm going to put Bertrand back in. Saw it again. That's 2. I'm 2-0 here, guys.
Oh, legend! Yes!
Carlos Vela up front.
Yes! Get in!
Could go with Carlos Vela up front. You're actually right there. Oh, I saw another one again. Saw it again. Carlos Vela doesn't actually help anything.
Oh, legend! Yes! Yes! Get in!
Unlucky EF. Danilo at right mid and Ronaldo at striker. Ooh, interesting. That's nice. That's actually nice. Danilo at right mid. Ronaldo at striker. He still only gets 3 chem. No matter what I do, the strikers are going to be on 3 chem. Or then I could do Aubameyang up front and Royce at left wing. Because Ronaldo still gets 3 chem, although Royce is only on 6 chem. That doesn't really help, does it? I'm on the ball today, mate. I'm 3-0, guys. I'm 3-0. I think I like it the way I had it before. I think I like it with Neymar, Ronaldo. Ronaldo still gets... Oh, wait. Ronaldo's on 2 chem instead of 3 chem. That does make a little difference, doesn't it? Aubameyang and then Navas at right mid. I'm going to put Danilo on the bench. DeMarcos right mid, Juan Fran right back. The right back isn't an issue. The right back's in perfect position. The only problem is Ronaldo on 2 chem and Aubameyang on 4 chem, but we're going to have to deal with it. That's the draft we chose. Hopefully I can get a Portuguese manager. There is a Portuguese manager. There we go. So we can get Ronaldo up to 3 chem. We get a 166 squad rating, which is shocking, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna have to go with it. We don't really have a choice. 3 chem Ronaldo, 4 chem Aubameyang. Everyone else is on decent chem. I don't mind it too much at all. Danilo right mid. Danilo right mid doesn't help anything, guys. Literally doesn't. We lose 1 chem if we put Danilo at right mid. So yeah, not really interested in putting Danilo there. Doesn't really make any difference. Danilo right mid, Vea striker, but that doesn't really help the team. It still means that Vea is going to be low chem. Vea's on 3 chem, Ronaldo's on 4 chem. So once again, it doesn't actually help too much. I'd prefer to just stick with an actual striker up front rather than Vea, who I'm not overly keen on, and keep an actual right mid on the right wing in Navas there. So there it is, guys. That is the team we're going to be going into the draft with. One of the worst teams by way of chemistry and links that I've got. But in terms of good players, we have got inform Ozil, we've got inform Neymar, we've got inform Ronaldo, we've got inform Royce, and we've got inform Aubameyang. So we've got 5 superstars in the team. But can they lead us to victory in the draft? Let's find out. Okay guys, as we get into the gameplay, bear in mind I am playing this on stream, so the circumstances are a little bit different to when I'm regularly playing at home. You may not believe it, but when you're playing on stream or live, it's just a bit different. Anyway, the first team we come up against, he does indeed have PELE in the FUT draft. So the very first game of FUT draft I play since PELE has been in the FUT draft, and my opponent has PELE in the FUT draft. So I was thinking straight away this is going to be a tough game, and now I've got a really makeshift squad. I've got 2 right backs up front. I didn't show you guys at the start here, but I actually changed the team around. I got in something like 90 odd chemistry. I had to put the 2 right backs up front. I went with a full BBVA team and Navas on the right hand side. So everyone got full chemistry except I do believe Petr Cech on 7, Shawcross on 7, and then the two right backs as strikers were on 4 each, I think. And I did that just because I knew I'd be able to make subs to bring on people like Aubameyang and Royce and Neymar and Ozil, and that's what we did. Now in the first game I went 2-0 up with a nice goal from the right back who wasn't a striker in DeMarcos, and we got a really good goal with Jesus Navas in the box as well to put us 2-0 up. But I did get a red card just going into the half-time mark. Now my opponent was very good. This was a really tough game. He scored a goal on the stroke of half-time, made it 2-1, and I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be a really difficult second half. But Marco Royce makes it 3-1 with an absolute banger from 35 yards. Brilliant stuff there from the informed Royce and his lovely strike. And then just a few minutes after that goal goes in, we get the ball down the right-hand side with Jesus Navas again. Now, he's already scored one really nice skill goal in the box. He's got the pace to beat Azpilicueta. He's got the guile to do him yet again. And then yet again, steps inside here, ball rolls past the last tackle, manages to get his shot off at the near post, and Mandanda can't hold it. It goes in, it's 4-1 after 55 minutes, and I'm just not going to throw this lead away, even with 10 men. However, my opponent did score one more goal. He threads the ball through there to Daniel Sturridge. A lovely finish past the goalkeeper. 4-2 was the final score. And we move into the next round. And in the next round, we've got a 4-3-2-1 full La Liga team. This is actually a viewer of the stream or a subscriber of the stream that I was playing against, and was probably the best opponent I had throughout the whole tournament. He was really unlucky. He was a better player than me. You know, there's no question about that. I managed to get a penalty just like, you know, you can see on the clock here, 25 minutes in. Parejo steps in there. He fouls Parejo. It's definitely a penalty, but he also gets a red card. I didn't think it was a red card myself. I end up scoring the penalty. 1-0 was the final score of this game as well. I think with 11 men each, I might have lost this game. I might still well have won it. You never know, but I might have lost this game. But against 10 men and 1-0 up, it kind of made my job a lot easier. I didn't have to press. I didn't have to pressure him. He's the one that had to come out and try and get the ball and get the game. And he couldn't do it, even though it was a really tough opponent and a really good game. We went through to the semi-finals, 1-0 there. And into the semi-final, we come up against another good La Liga side with a couple misfits in the right-back slot there. Well, actually, only in the right-back slot there. And this was another viewer of the stream again. So he's got Ronaldo, James, Konoplyanka. And the game started off really well for me. DeMarcos floating in a free kick. Ronaldo getting the header off the post. Parejo's about to score here. Jordi Alba takes him out. Now, this, in my opinion, is a red card. However, the ref doesn't give him a red card, and that again has massive bearing on the effects and how this game went. Jordi Alba gets only a yellow in what is an absolute banker for red. Look at this, Parejo's about to slot this in to the back of the net. He gets taken out from behind with Jordi Alba there, and the ball goes onto the penalty spot. Cristiano Ronaldo steps up. Does he score? Of course he scores. It's 1-0 Cristiano Ronaldo, or Cristiano Penaldo should I say. But the lead didn't last long. My opponent goes down the other end here now. Made a huge defensive error at this point. He's got Ronaldo down the left wing, and he'd been doing this for the whole 25 minutes of the game so far. He's just sprinting to the edge. I actually pulled up expecting him to cut in about 10 yards before he actually cut in, and that basically wiped my defence out of the game. Sends it into James Rodriguez. Really nice finishing at the near post, makes it 1-1. And that's kind of where the game turned for the worse for me. Rakitic here plays the ball into Konoplyanka. Konoplyanka slides past the defender. I just shield off and get the ball there. Ref's given a penalty. Never a penalty. Not in a million years is that a penalty, but the ref's given it. Literally all my defender has done there, Shawcross I think it was, has slid in front, shielded the player and the ball. In my opinion, should just pick up possession of the ball and walk away with it. Should still be 1-1. Then we get into the other end of the field just minutes later. Parejo into Ozil. Ozil goes, sidesteps the defender, plays it into Royce. Royce gets into the box. Now, how this isn't a penalty, I'll never know. We should have not conceded the first penalty. We should have had another penalty. That could have seen me go 2-1 up. And should really have seen me go 2-1 up, and at 2-1 down on the 60th minute, I tried to go ultra attack and I made a mistake. You can see me here choose long ball. I was all out attack, and that's why my defense is all at sea. I only wanted to be ultra attacking, but nonetheless my opponent scores another really nice goal with Cristiano Ronaldo. A couple of stop and turns, whacks that in near post, makes it 3-1. That was the end of the game, so we end up going out in the semi-final just in really frustrating circumstances. A few errors from me for the first goal defensively, allowing him the space, and for the third goal accidentally going to all out attack rather than ultra attacking was vital. But more importantly in that game, the refereeing decisions utterly cost me. You know, at 1-1, if I get a penalty and he doesn't get the penalty because that's how it should have been, maybe I go ahead. I don't even need to go all-out attack or ultra-attacking at that point. It's a different game. But unfortunately, you know how the rest can be in FIFA, guys, and that's just FIFA for you. I'm going to experience it probably another 100 times before FIFA 17 comes out, and that's just the way it's going to be. So congratulations to the opponent for making his way through to the final. But let's see what packs we get, guys. Okay, guys, so there we have it. That is the end of the gameplay for this episode. I really thought I had a great chance of getting into the final after going 1-0 up in that last game. Good opponent, not great, very lucky with the penalty chance, scored 2 really nice goals, and I was very unlucky with a couple of penalty chances. For the team that I had, really happy to get to the semi-final, even though we're going to lose, very happy to get that far. I didn't think I'd make it through the first game because that guy was really good and I lost a man. I also didn't think I'd get through the second game because that was a very good game against a guy that had 10 men. But we're going to claim our prize. Even if you lose in the semi-final, well, yeah, I did lose in the semi-final. Even if you lose in the semi-final, you can still get a really good player in packs. We get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack and a Premium Gold Players Pack. So we get ourselves a 25k pack and a 15k pack is what we got. So let's see what we get. Who knows, might get that informed Suarez that we've been hoping to pack for a long time. Let's see what we get. We get ourselves Pardo, brilliant. Good start to things here. I'm going to send all of this to the club and I'll deal with it at a later date. Catalyst card's not bad. Couple of position modifiers okay. In general, that was a shocking pack. One of the worst we've had. And now the Premium Gold Players Pack, 3 rare. Let's just hope for someone that's worth at least 3 or 4k. Just anyone relatively decent. Brilliant. Love that. Could still have an inform in there, to be fair. We get Gabbiadini, Ilicic, and Pogba as our rares. That is a shocking pack. Bernat might sell. Gabbiadini might sell. The rest of these guys are a pile of trash. We're going to discard them. Did we make money that game? Started at 302,000. By the time I sell everything we got, about break even, I think, there. So still at 300,000 coins. But guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, drop a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.